bounce back after a heartbreaking last-second loss like that?
I mean, it's the NBA. You know, you keep going. You get hit in the head. You got to go to the next one. You know, there's too many games to dwell too much on what happened in the past. You just hope that you can learn from some of the mistakes that you made. And you know, we watched the film. We went over a couple of things, and I think our guys are going to definitely be better from it.
When you lose in close ones like that, does it hurt a little bit more, in your opinion?
Well, yeah, because you always think that it could have gone either way. But at the end of the day, you know, I think it depends on the individual. A loss is a loss, and losing stinks, and it hurts either way, you know. But just like I'm sure they felt that they had their chances throughout the course of the game, especially down the stretch, we did too. And the ball bounced their way last night, so now we just got to regroup and get ready for Houston.
What bothered you most about that game afterwards?
Uh, I, I don't know if there's any one thing, you know, because like I felt that our physicality was pretty good. Um, you know, offensively, we didn't spray the ball like we normally do, you know, but we did enough to win. And usually when your offense isn't where you want it to be, if your defense is at a pretty high level, you're going to give yourself a chance. And so that's what we did. Um, you know, there wasn't, at this point in the year, there wasn't any one thing that I could say, dang, I wish we did this better. You know, you wish you did a little better here, a little bit of there, a little better in this aspect of it, and maybe you get the win. For game four, I'm encouraged in the direction that we want to go. You know, we always talk about playing fast. We didn't play as fast as we wanted to last night. We're talking about playing physical. I thought we were pretty physical without fouling for the most part, and then trying to play the right way. And I thought we tried to play the right way on both ends of the floor. You know, our our defense wasn't perfect, but we didn't just stop. I mean, we were flying around and protecting one another and trying to contest shots and then keeping them off the offensive glass. You know, you know, I guess not one area. Long-winded answer. Not one area. Just a little bit better here, a little bit better there, and maybe we come out with a win.
You mentioned it being game 4 of the season. I'm curious, did you feel like it was more of a physical game for an early season game between two teams? It just felt like it was a little more intense, like playoff-esque.
Uh, for us, yes. You know, I mean, that team's got what now 4 Hall of Famers, first ballot Hall of Famers on their team that, and 3 of them have won championships. Multiple guys have been to the finals. Obviously, a Hall of Fame coach, and so for them, probably not. For us, where we are, yeah, because you know we can just base it off of 1 year, which is last year, and I know defensively we weren't as physical at this point in the season last year as we are now. So that has to continue, and we have to continue doing it the right way. And like I said before, I like our progress in that department. Now, are we going to take some steps backwards at times? Yeah, but we need to take many more forward than backwards. And if we do, come playoff time, we'll be right where we need to be.
Coach Brown, this, if you don't mind, this is actually a question from one of the fans, valuable fan. They just want to know if you can explain why Davian is not on Steph Curry majority of the time in the fourth quarter.
Uh, if they watched the game, they would see that Keegan did a really, really good job. Um, Last night was, you're not stopping Steph Curry, but Steph's probably averaging 40, 42 against us. And last night he had 21, and if anybody wants to go back and watch the film, they'll see that most of the night, at a certain point, Keegan was on him. And again, I say you're not going to stop him. You hope to be able to put some length and some physicality on him. And we felt that's what Keegan was able to do to make him work. Now, can he go for 50 easily on Keegan or anybody else? Heck yeah, he changed the game. I mean, yes, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he changed the game. I mean, everybody wants to be Steph Curry, and so the ability is there. But when you have a guy that's doing something that was working, in which Keegan was working last night, I'm not going to change it.
Also, the rebounding. You had, I don't know if we actually just questioned last night, 14 offensive rebounding and out rebounding them by a large margin, about 12 rebounds. Could you talk a little bit about that? And Kevin Herter, he's been crashing boards.
Yeah, and that falls into the line of us being physical. I thought our physicality on the offensive glass was great. We have what we call on the floor different our crash zones, where we want to aggressively go rebound the basketball when it's shot on the offensive end of the floor. And our guys were very good in the crash zone. Late in the game, we came up with some big second chance opportunities that we converted. We didn't convert all our second chance opportunities or all our offensive rebounds. I think we only had 12 second chance points on 14 offensive rebounds, something like that, which isn't a great conversion rate, but we went. And to last year we went, but we didn't come up with the ball. So far this year we're going and we're doing a better job of coming up with the ball. And now we have to make sure we go every time, we come up with the ball, and we convert. And it takes a willingness to be physical, because you got to run through bodies, people boxing you out. You got to hit bodies and run through bodies and then go get the ball. And I enjoyed that aspect of our physicality during the game. And then defensively, Kevin's, he had I know he had one big offensive rebound that he got fouled on, but he had a couple of big defensive rebounds too. He just got to keep sticking his nose in like we're asking everybody to do.
With Keegan's defense, obviously played well last night, but I think he's shown some versatility out there defending multiple positions. What's jumped out to you about his defensive game, and also like how much you think working with Fox over the summer helped him develop a little bit?
It helped him a lot, because they played one-on-one, and he had to sit down and guard Foxy in a lot of different situations, whether it's close out ISO game, or a straight ISO game at the elbow, or an ISO game at the top of the floor, or just a breakout pitch and play the game. So guarding a guy like Foxy on one-on-one helps you try to work on your lateral quickness while also being able to take the hit. And if you watch Steph and all the great ones, matter of fact, they do a tremendous job of getting into your body and using that back shoulder to push off to create separation. And Keegan is almost to a point where he's big enough and strong enough where he could take that hit or that bump and not do this. And really, everybody else on our team, when they get hit by Steph like that, they usually crumble a little bit, and that's where he takes off, and now that's where they're behind. At Keegan's size, first of all, it's harder for Steph to get that back shoulder into his body, because he's big. And then Keegan, like I said, can take that hit and continue to chase. And so guarding Fox, who's pretty strong as well as quick, if Fox puts that back shoulder into him or tries to bump off to create separation on the dribble, Keegan can take the hit and keep stepping into him or pursuing him without faltering or taking a step backwards. And so, the work with Fox helped out a lot. Keegan's work in the weight room helped out a lot. And then just him being on the floor in those types of situations were big.
Mike, do you have any update on Trey by chance, or is there optimism he might be able to go in one of these next two?
I don't have any update. Yeah, so I'm not sure where he is. Yeah.
Colby Jones got his first serious run last night, and he was talking about how he found out maybe day of or day before. What were your conversations like with him, and why did you trust him to go out and play as much as he did yesterday?
I just told him, I just said, hey, are you ready? And then we were doing a drill, shoot around morning, and he messed up the drill. I didn't say anything, so he had to do it again. Hold on real quick. Ro, did you call me twice? Did you need me? I'm doing an interview with the media. Oh. You sure? Hold on. Ro?
Yeah.
Say hello to the media.
Hello, Ro.
Hi.
You need to pick up some bread?
They asked, do I need to go to the store to pick up some bread?
No.
Do I need to go to the store to pick up some bread? They asked if I had to go to the grocery store.
All right, no, not at all.
Okay.
No, no, no.
Okay. Thank you very much. They all say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Those back-to-back calls, like that's the sign of an
That-
emergency.
Yes,
I get
and
it.
so I got the first one.
Absolutely.
And so I had to pick up the second one, so I apologize. But,
So Colby screwed up
yes.
a drill and had to do it again.
So he screwed up the drill, and he had to do it again. And then the second time that he had to do it, his tennis shoe came off. So Trey goes, he's nervous. So the only thing I really said to him, I asked him, I said, Colby, are you scared? Are you nervous? He said, no. That was it.
Your zone last night was obviously pretty effective. Is that purely situational? I know you're not the biggest fan of zone from talking to you over the years.
Yeah, it was situational. And, they got a really, really good veteran team. And Chris Paul kind of, put it on us, the game here with that second unit. Steph had 42 or whatever. But at the end of the day, they created the separation when they had their second unit on the floor, led by Chris Paul, and he was a handful for us. And so, we said, hey, you know what? Let's give him a different look. See if we can slow him down. Again, you're not stopping a Hall of Famer, but you slow him down from getting to a sweet spot. And Jordy and Dutch did a fantastic job of putting it in and teaching the guys. In my opinion, the right things, especially the things that we were going to face against those guys. And we thought it was effective during the game, and we'll use it from time to time.
How do you look at just the situation ahead, 2 straight in Houston, one of the nature of the new schedule where you get back-to-back with opponents like this?
Yeah, those are always unique. I tell you what, at first I was like, man, I'm not a fan of this, and it seems like I'm that way all the time about stuff. I don't know, but then when it happens, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like for me, Minnesota is a long flight, and so to go to Minnesota, go to Oklahoma City, and knock out your 2 away games in one time, where you're there, you could get your rest, practice there. Why not? Now you don't have to, to fly back. So I'm definitely okay with it.
Thanks, everyone.